Anybody? Great, great. Someone. Well, it is in Asia, and so I'm actually going to show you guys where it is. And welcome, YouTube. We are live, and we're going to Thailand today. So in celebration of not Hispanic Heritage Month, but in celebration of Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, we are actually exploring some of our Asian countries, right? And Pacific Islander countries as well. And so we are having some fun in Thailand this week. So let me show you some lovely photos here and our wonderful information about Thailand. You see this beautiful picture? You see the water? That's exactly how the water looks like, you guys. Welcome to Thailand.
I was gonna say it looks like Minecraft shaders.
Okay. So Thailand is in Asia, right? So you see the area over here. We're going to be over here in Asia. And so you can see the Thailand flag there, and actually look at some of the countries that's nearby. We have Cambodia, we have Malaysia, we have Vietnam, Laos, we have Myanmar, we have, I already said Malaysia, Indonesia. We have all of those countries that are nearby, Vietnam, China, right? Those are all neighbors. And then look at it in relation to Asia, and you see where it is right there, right? And so there is Thailand. So the population of Thailand is about 67 million people. The very nature of Thai people are the reason why Thailand is known as the land of smiles, right? So everybody's smiling, positive and happy. The moment you arrive, you greet with a smile, folded arms, and a light bow. It doesn't take long for tourists to fall in love with Thailand. Most visitors do, and many of them come back a second or third time. Would you guys go back a second or third time?
Probably not, because I don't have enough money for that.
Well, we're not talking about if you have enough money. I said, would you travel if you had all the money? Would you want to go there and then go back? Well, you know what? How about this? Tell me at the end of our presentation if you would go back again, okay? Because you're going to learn some more about your country, right? So the capital is Bangkok, and when you're in Thailand, you're going to ride around in a tuk-tuk. You see what it looks like there? So it's like a mini taxi, but it's like all this stuff like in one, right? And so it's like a mini bike / everything, and so you fit your family in there and you drive around the town. And then look at this family eating, right? Where we were, let's see, where were we last week? Where did we go last week, you guys?
Japan.
So in Japan, like in most Asian cultures, it's all about eating together. It's really about family. And so look at how they have everything there in the middle, and everybody's sharing, everybody's eating together. Okay. And that's something that, like I've mentioned to you guys, in a lot of different countries that we've traveled to, you'll see a lot with eating together as a family, right? Sharing. It's about community. It's about all that good stuff, right? So it's not just in one place, it's in many places around the world. And there's lots of mountains and cliffs and all kinds of good stuff in Thailand. So we're going to learn we're going to learn a little bit of the language here. So men, the official language in Thai. So if you're talking to a man, you're going to add the ending krap. So can you say krap? Mm-hmm. Talking to a woman, so if you're speaking to a man, ending krap, and if you're speaking to a man, you're going to put the ending. Okay, great. So if you want to say hello and you're talking to a man, you're going to say sawadee krap. Or if you're talking to a woman, you're gonna say sawadika. So can you guys practice? So if you're talking to me, what are you gonna say? Yes, D2, I see your mouth. Yes, I saw both of you guys say it with your mouths. Wonderful, wonderful. Kayla, I heard you too. And D2, I saw your mouth moving. Sawadika. Woohoo! So that's what you would say if you're saying hello. Now, if you're saying water, you're gonna say nam. If you're gonna say noodles, you're gonna say if you're gonna say thank you, and we're talking to, if you're talking to me as a woman, you're gonna say kabunka. Kabunka. And you want to to a man, I'm gonna say kabunka. Kabunka. Yeah. All right. Remember these because we're gonna review these at the end, okay? Next, if you want to say you're welcome, you're gonna say my pen right. My pen right. My pen right. Good job. Wonderful. That's you're welcome. All right. So about the food, you guys. In Thailand, pad thai, what we're making today is actually one of like their dishes there in Thailand, right? And so all the noodles, the tofu, the shrimp, the eggs, the shallots, the fish, all the fish sauce, all that chili pepper, all that good stuff is gonna be good in there. All right. And then they also have a somtam, which is a green papaya salad, or tom yum gong, which is hot and sour shrimp soup. Or if you have a, this one is called hao yai. No, I'm sorry. No, that's not hao yai. That's chiao one, which is a green curry. Ooh, green curry is so good, you guys. Have you ever had green curry? Okay, I don't know if you have, but it's good. All right, also traditional markets are good spots for Thailand street food. So Thailand's most exported crop, what is that? What is it? What does it say on the page? Anybody can respond. Jayla, you too. Rice, right? Yes, rice. Also, this iconic limestone rock is featured in the background of many Hollywood movies. I wonder if this was the one in was it Avatar? Was it Avatar? Avatar is the one with the blue people? Okay. Let me know if you guys remember if that was the one with the blue people. Wasn't Avatar the one with the blue people? Okay, we're gonna keep going. Okay. So this is also called James Bond Island. James Bond. Also, North Thailand, hill tribes, adventure and trekking with elephants. So tourism in North Thailand is largely driven by the two large provinces of Chiang Rai. No, I'm sorry. Chiang Rai. And we have Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai. So can you say Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai? So both provinces, the northern provinces, are home to many forests, ethnic hill tribes, elephants, and a different side of Thailand than what is usually advertised. So look at how pretty and green and just beautiful it is, right? In this area of Chiang Mai, you see here is where they have the paper lanterns and all of that going up into the sky. And that's a popular festival that they have there in Thailand. Also, Chiang Rai, you see all the scenic hillsides here for mountain biking, guided cycle tours, all that good stuff. All right, then in our Damnian Sadua, right, I'm practicing my Thai, you guys. This is a floating market. Have you thought about like a floating market? What that would look like? So can you imagine all these boats lined up on the river and people driving by you and you say, oh, can I have some of those bananas right there? Can I have some of those figs, some of those limes? And they just reach up and just give it to you, just like that, right? That's exactly what they do in these floating markets. And then in our Hau Yai National Park, here is most visited, where there's lush forests, there's waterfalls, and you get to see elephants in their natural habitats and even bird watching. Okay, so you can go to this national park there. And elephants are the national animal for Thailand. All right, and then even up here it says, Wat is Thai for a Buddhist temple. All right, so when you see all these Buddhist temples, you know that's called a Wat. All right, have you guys ever seen these cats before? We are Siamese, if you please. Right? So Thailand is known as the kingdom, was known as the kingdom of Siam, where Siamese cats originated from. So Thai people, the Thai people seem fascinated by these cats since the 14th century. They're in books and all kinds of different kinds of Siamese cats nowadays. There used to be 23 different types, now there are only 6. And it's considered a gesture of good luck to present a bride with a pair of Siamese cats on her wedding. They're beautiful. All right. Also, there are some of, there's 1,430 islands in Thailand, 35,000 temples. And every year, 6 million tourists visit the country, right? Okay. And Thailand shares borders with 4 different countries: Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and Malaysia. All right, we're almost done. We're gonna get cooking. So just a review of some of the words that we just did. So if you want to say noodles, how are you gonna say that?
Guy.
There's another word on here that you want to say. Anybody else?
Can you repeat it?
Yeah, say a word on here that we practiced that you wanna repeat.
Nam.
Oh, good job. Thank you for saying noodles and water. And if you want to say, for those of you who just came in, if you're a man and you want to say thank you, you're going to say kabun krap. Or if you're a woman, you're going to say kabun ka, right? Or if you're going to say hello to a man, you're going to say sawadi krap. Or a woman, sawadi ka. Or if you're saying you're welcome, you're going to say mai pen rai. Mai pen rai. All right, you guys. So wonderful. Are you ready to get cooking? Are you ready to get cooking? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Yes. Come on. Are you ready? Ready?
Yes.
Thank you.
Did I stutter?
You did not stutter. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is let's go on and put a pot of hot water. Well, no, not hot water. Put a pot of water on your stove because we're gonna put it to boil. Okay. So we're gonna put that water to boil because that's what we're gonna pour onto our noodles.
How many cups of water?
So put about like I'll say like 2 cups of water because we're gonna put it over our we're gonna put it all over our noodles. Okay. So we're gonna put it over the noodles when it's time. So let's go ahead and just put that on so it can start boiling. And in the meantime, we're gonna get our broccoli. We're gonna get our carrots. We're gonna get our red onion. We're gonna get our garlic. So basically all of our veggies, we're gonna get all those good things and we're gonna start chopping them up, okay? Let's do it. Ooh.
Oh, how long?
What'd you say? How long?
Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. Not a problem at all. So for your let's start with our broccoli. So we're gonna cut off the stems, and the stems actually you can use for the stems you can use in like a soup, or if you want to add them in if you want to add them into your our pad thai today, you can. So the stock takes a little bit longer to cook. So we're just cutting off the base there, and we're just going to put that to a side. And then we want to take our broccoli little trees here, and we just cut them a little smaller, okay? So each of the little like treetops is almost like we're breaking off the little treetops, or use your knife and just get in there.
Hey, Augusta, can you switch your camera to your phone so that way we're able to see you what you're doing?
Sure. Yeah, let me take this one off. So, and you guys can still hear me okay, right?
Yes, we have speakers right here.
Wonderful, D2. I'm glad that your speakers are efficient. Okay, so go ahead and cut your broccoli. So they should probably be about like these sizes. You guys see okay? Yeah, so like little trees, not too big, bite-sized pieces is what we want. So we want little, actually that's what they call them, little florets. So you can kind of just go with the flow of you can look at where your tree has like a little separation right there, so you can cut it straight through right there. So just follow the flow of your broccoli stems there. And if you got a big a big tree like this one, right? I'm just gonna reach my knife in, I'm gonna cut right here where I see that little space. So I have a nice little floret there, okay? And if it's a big one, just cut it down in half. No biggie. So cut off as much as this as you would like. So depending on how many family members you're making our pad thai for, you can put more or less broccoli and vegetables as you would like. So after you finish doing your broccoli, you can move on to your carrots. All right. This is gonna be really great because we have all these good vegetables in here. All right, so broccoli, cut. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing for our carrots. And so you can use about use 2 carrots, depending on the size of your carrots. You can use, if you have 2 medium carrots, or if you have 1 large one. So the fun thing about this recipe is that you can put as much veggies as you want in here. Remember, anytime you use your peeler, peel away from you. You cut away from you. You slice away from you. You never go like this way, right? You're asking for trouble if you're going this way. So go away from me. Away, away, away from myself. And then you're gonna cut these into no, when our chef comes, she's gonna teach us the official term. But you're gonna cut these in almost little matchsticks. So what I'm taking with my carrot here, I just cut it in half because I had a kind of big one there. Cut it in half, and then I'm gonna hold it on the sides and cut it down the middle. You see me okay? Cut it down the middle. And kind of just let your knife guide you there. If it doesn't cut down the middle straight perfectly, it's okay. Then we're gonna lay it flat because it's gonna prevent it from moving. So we're trying to cut it about the size of matchsticks, right? So matchstick, yeah, probably maybe about half of that. So maybe I'm just gonna cut it in half. And then I'm just gonna hold it on the side and just go straight down. You may want to use a smaller knife. And of course, be careful. Make sure your fingers are behind the knife. Okay, so you should have like these little matchsticks. Okay. So I'm gonna cut it in half as well. What are you guys' favorite animals? Who has a favorite animal? Well, I'll tell you mine. Oh, giraffe. Okay, Jayla, that's great. Giraffes are beautiful and they're tall. I love elephants. So that's what's really cool about coming to Thailand. They love elephants. Elephants are sacred animals in Thailand. So that was really cool. Any others? What are you guys' favorite animals? You can put it in the chat or you can say it. Actually, if you could say it out loud, that would be better. So I can hear you.
I like lions.
Ooh, come on, lions. Lions are awesome. And they're smart. And they're the king of the jungle. Awesome songs. Ooh, announcement. So, tomorrow is our showcase. Don't forget that. And make sure to RSVP. Your parents will see their emails to RSVP at the link in there. And later on, I'll put it in the chat for you guys. So tomorrow's our showcase. And then also with us celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, we actually have a really awesome page when you go to wootencenter.org /AAPI. That stands for Asian American Pacific Islander. And you can learn more about Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders and their contributions. So really, really cool. So make sure to check them out. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my carrots next to my broccoli here. And I still got another piece of carrot. All right. So next we can do our, we're gonna do our red onion and our garlic. Oh, and even our green onions, let's also chop those too. So these are gonna be for when we put them in the noodles and for our garnish as well. So let's work on this onion. You too, you didn't say, and Kennedy, you didn't say what your favorite animals were. And Alicia.
My favorite animal is a turtle.
Turtle?
A tortoise, because they're slow, they live long, and also they snap. They're like,
I'm a tourist.
I'll go say I'm just joking. I'll go say my favorite animal is a dog, a doge, or a Shiba.
A what?
It's a Japanese a Japanese Shiba dog.
A breed. It's a type of dog breed.
Yeah.
Are those the ones that they have like a lot of fur around their faces?
No. I'll go say it's a breed of like a golden retriever and
I can't remember. It's like a small dog kind of.
Yeah, like I think it's a breed of a golden retriever and the hot dog.
Oh, like a wiener dog.
Yeah, it's kind of it has half the size of a wiener dog.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say it has the skin of a golden retriever.
Interesting.
And I'm gonna say it's very playful. And oh my gosh, it's super cute.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that dog. I don't think I've ever like thought about it. Okay, so our onion, we're gonna use half the onion, you guys. Cut it straight down. And then we're gonna lay it flat. And let's actually cut it, because remember we're doing like matchstick, right? So we kind of want it to be about that same length. So let's actually cut our onion. Let me see. Let's cut our onion going this way. Cut into it going this way, and then I'm just going to cut it from the side. So we'll get those same length. We'll get all those lengths. And this red onion is gonna make it taste really great. Fresh. Okay. So when you get to a point, like I was getting to a point now where I'm like, my fingers running out of space. So I'm just gonna turn it around and I'm gonna, make sure your fingers are comfortable there, you guys. These fingers have to last you your whole life. Okay, so I clearly don't have enough room right there to hold it and cut it. So I'm actually gonna turn it on the side again, like right there. On the side. And I'm just gonna kind of like tilt it on a diagonal almost. I'm gonna hold it and just slice. So twist this onion, you guys, to make sure you can cut it well. And we always want to make sure we save our fingers. All right, we got some good onions there. So I'm actually gonna put onions in there. I'm gonna push those to the side because we're gonna do our garlic. Okay.
And also, we just turned on some Animal Crossing music, and the reason I did that was because I thought of Animal Crossing Island, and I thought of like the place we were going to, Tunisia or whatever. So yeah.
You mean because remember we're in Thailand.
Yeah, Thailand. I thought Animal Crossing deserted island, sort of like island, and Thailand it's an island.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's good, D2.
August, when our water's boiling, what do we do with the noodle?
So you want to make sure, so once your water is finished boiling, you can turn off the fire because we're gonna pour it over our noodles. But let's make sure you have everything chopped up. And I know you guys are working as a team. So you want to take your noodles and you want to put them in a container, a flat container, or if you have a big bowl like this one, you're gonna put your noodles in the bowl and then you're gonna pour the hot water over the noodles, okay? And what that's gonna do is just going to help to like almost kind of like pre-cook them a little bit. And then we're just gonna put that hot water on them for about like 2 or 3 minutes. So not a long time at all.
Hey, I was gonna actually can you repeat all of that because I did not hear because my mom and my granddad are talking.
Okay, no problem. So take your noodles and pour them into a bowl or a flat container. So anything that can just hold your noodles, right? And the hot water, we're gonna pour the hot water on the noodles for like 2 or 3 minutes. So not a long time. And
I mean before that, like back at where like you say chop something, like make sure you I was gonna say make sure you have something chopped up.
Oh, make sure you have your veggies chopped up. So our onions, our garlic, we have the broccoli and the carrots, our green onions. These we're gonna cut these like matchsticks as well too. So if your water is boiling, then that's good. So you can kind of just let it boil for a little bit more, or you can turn it off and just keep the cover on it so it doesn't cool down fast. You guys, do you notice that when you use if you hot water on a like on the stove, do you realize that it stays hotter than if you warm it up in the microwave? Have you ever paid attention to that?
Yes.
It stays way hotter longer from being on the stove. So when you make tea, or if you're having soup, there's nothing like some real fire. So as much as we like microwaves and everything is good, and something really quick for us, it's gonna keep your food hotter when you do it on the stove with heat. Okay. So that was just something I noticed too, as I've, been living. It's hotter when you do it on the stove because that's real fire and all that good stuff. Let me grab 2 more of my garlic cloves. So for your green onions, you can probably do like 2 of the stalks. And just make sure if there's any stalks that kind of look a little discolored, you can kind of break it off wherever. We're gonna chop those up in a bit and get the garlic here.
The music, huh? Thank you. Now that way you can hear her. Excuse me. Yeah, that's how we put it back there because it's in the way. Okay.
So chop your garlic in fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a mince, fine mince.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, great. And you chopped your green onions too?
No, not the green onions. I'm trying to see how you chop them.
Oh, the green onions? Okay, so let me show you. For the green onions, you're gonna do them like, remember we're still trying to stay that same length like our carrots, right? Like match.
What? I found this.
For your green onion, you can cut them in, cut off the bottom, off the root there. So I remember growing up, my mom, she would make seasonings and we would have to clean these from the garden. Yep. Woo! It was no easy task. My eyes would be all watering. All right, and then we can just kind of cut off the very base down here. Remember, you're gonna still use this just like how you're gonna use your broccoli stems for other stuff. And then we're gonna cut these like about the length of that carrot, like that matchstick. So, about that length. It doesn't have to be perfect, you guys, just about the same length.
So if you cut it,
it was killing. Sorry.
Are you okay? So with these, you're just cutting them like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And like when you start getting to these stems here, maybe use your smaller knife.
Is your finger bleeding?
Not right now.
Oh God, I'm sorry, Mama.
It's okay.
Ones here you can cut down in half, and then still cut it across for your matchstick. Because these are thick. We start getting to that stem part there. Okay. Just a coarse chop there. If you have like this one, I noticed this is kind of like a big, so I'm just gonna cut that in half. Because remember, those are gonna go in just like that. So when I cut it in half, it's a little better, right? So if your green onions are a little bigger, just cut them straight down the middle.
Do you put the water over the noodles?
Yes, so you could pour the water over your noodles and just let them Let them soak in there for like 2 minutes and then drain off the water. Oops. My garlic here. Okay, so once you have everything all cut up, we're gonna start moving over to the stove, and I'm actually gonna do my noodles now too, where you're gonna pour that hot water on them. So you guys be careful. Water. And let it cover them, and then maybe use some tongs and just turn them a little bit. And remember, just 2 minutes, and then we're gonna. All right, and so I'm gonna get ready for us to move over to the stove. So you're gonna need some olive oil. You're gonna need your garlic and your onions. We're gonna saute these first, and we're also gonna also get your tofu and your shrimp nearby. And you guys remind me not to forget the lime. This is for when we're at the end though, because we're gonna slice our lime. So. All right, I'm gonna pour off this water. Oh, you know what too, before we move to the stove, let's slice our tofu. If you're using tofu, you're gonna cut it into squares. And if you're using your shrimp, you want to make sure your shrimp is seasoned and cleaned really well. And you guys, I got this extra firm tofu. They have firm and extra firm tofu as well. So. It has that water there, drain off the water. You guys know what tofu is made of?
Soybeans.
That's right. Good job. Soybeans. We're gonna put this guy out here. And we're just gonna cut him into squares. So if you notice, he's kind of thick here, right? So I'm just gonna go straight down like this. And then when you lay it on the side, that, and then you can just cut it into squares. Okay, so you'll have a pretty like good like little meaty square there. And one thing I can say, so the other day actually had some it was orange chicken, but it was made from tofu. And I was pleasantly surprised. It tastes so good. It was so good. I couldn't even tell the difference. I couldn't even tell that it was tofu versus like chicken. So you could cut it like this too if you want. Like a tower. Meow. Leaning tower of Pisa. Meow. Run away tofu. Okay, so got all of our tofu pieces. So thing is, when we move to the stove,
I was gonna ask you, can you just eat tofu raw?
you can taste it, because the tofu is already cooked. So yeah, you can give it a try. What does it taste like? Right? It doesn't have, it has, you can taste the soybean flavor, but it doesn't have like a strong flavor. So this is where we're gonna add flavor to it because we're gonna saute our onions and our garlic, and we're gonna put our tofu to brown so we can get some crispy edges on here, so it'll be nice and crispy, and it'll soak up some of that. It'll kind of bounce around in there with those onions and the garlic and get happy. And then if you're doing shrimp, you can actually put in your shrimp after your onions have cooked down for a little bit. Okay, so let's move over to the stuff. You guys add olive oil and go ahead and start sauteing your onions, and your garlic. So you know your pan is hot because you'll see some bubbles or you'll see like a wavy streak. You hear that sizzle. You can add in some of your tofu so they can start getting crispy along with the garlic and the onions. And if you have your shrimp, you can start putting some of that in too. So I want to make sure it's touching the pan so to get tofu nice and tofu get nice and crispy.
Miss Christel,
Yes.
when do we pour the water out of the noodle?
So when you pour the water out of the noodles, you can pour them out right now. Yeah, you
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Whoa. I'm sorry, you guys. I know, right? I'm like, no. Hold on.
Are the noodles supposed to be soft?
Uh,
Miss Christelle, we can't hear you. Miss Christelle, we can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Look, I was here talking the whole time to the thing. Okay, welcome to the world of technology. All right,
And the green pan, you said they didn't go with the stuff.
so I added in my noodles, the green onions, and so now add in your pad thai sauce. And this was really cool. This one I recommended to you guys is that Ralph's, and this already it has everything already in here. So I'm actually putting the whole jar.
And then she puts in the whole jar of the cabinet.
Of this small pad thai sauce, right? And you could put a little bit of water and shake it and pour it around, okay?
Yeah, you have to put everything. Wow. Put our noodles and everything. Can you stop doing that and just stir it up? Do you really think you can? Because you're not in Japan.
No. I'm gonna say I shake it so it can feel more like cooking.
And just toss it around.
No, it's because when you shake it, it's still okay, right? It's going to boil over.
And we can kind of turn our fire on medium heat. So we're tossing this.
But normally you shake it so it sizzles so it feels more like cooking. Chef.
Oh, after when do we put the lime? Right. She said remind her about the lime. When do we put the lime? The lime, right? L-I-M-E.
So you guys are asking when to put the lime?
Yeah.
The lime is actually at the very end. We're actually going to put it as a garnish on the side of our meal. So the lime is for when you're eating it, to squeeze some lime on your food if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. And don't forget, we're gonna use, because we put green onion in here. We're also gonna put some fresh green onion on the top as our garnish. So our garnish are the green onion and the lime. So you guys, now is a good time to give it a taste. We're not done yet because we still got to put the egg. We're gonna push our noodles to a side, but this is a good time to taste it to see if it needs anything. So your noodles should be soft. Oh my gosh, that pad thai sauce is awesome. And your vegetables should have some crunch. And your tofu should have some crunch too. Well, not crunch, but you got some texture to it. Okay. So my, feel free to add salt to taste. Add it to, if you want to add salt to it, go for it. If you don't have to. So now let's push our noodles to a side. And we're gonna make some room because we're gonna scramble our eggs. So if you are vegetarian or vegan, you don't have to add the egg to it. You can have it as is. Traditionally, they put the egg. So we're gonna put 2 eggs. And just like when you're making a cake, it's always good to crack your egg in another container before you add it to anything so you don't get any eggshells in there, okay? You don't want an eggshell pad thai. So you can add, I'm gonna add 1 there. Here's your other one. And then you're gonna scramble it. So you're scrambling it here first. And then after it scrambles really good, then you're gonna combine it with everything else. I'm gonna add a little salt to mine. Some salt to taste. And you guys, there's different kind of salt. I actually have a Himalayan pink salt. Ooh, where are the Himalayas, you guys? Do you guys remember?
I was gonna say, what type of salt did you use?
I just used some Himalayan salt, but any kind of salt is fine. I was asking you where are the Himalayas? Do you guys remember? It's in Japan, right? We were there last week. So combine, so just after your egg scramble, just toss it with your noodles there. How's everybody coming? Everybody coming okay? Coming along okay? All right, be sure to taste it, you guys, as you go. Oh, that's good.
Miss Christelle,
Yes.
what happens if our noodles are still a little bit hard, but we already put them in?
So just let them saute in your pan for a little longer.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And to tell you the truth, Kayla, when I was doing mine, I noticed mine were a little hard too. So you're just gonna let them hang out in here for a little bit longer. And if they're still like too al dente, add some water. Because remember, they're noodles, so we're gonna add some water to steam them, and that'll help them to cook. And remember, not too much water because we still want it to be this is a stir fry, right? We don't want it to be too saucy, but we want it to be the noodles to be cooked. How's everybody else coming? How are your noodles? Are they soft?
Yeah. We're obviously we're coming along nicely.
Awesome. Awesome. And your vegetables should be al dente. They should have a little crunch to them, and they should still be a little soft too. All right, you guys. Okay.
Hi.
Hey, Alicia.
I just came back. I was helping my mom.
Okay, no problem. Awesome. All right, so let us know where you're at.
I'm about to boil the pasta.
The noodle? Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, I don't know what's in that pad thai sauce, but it's some great stuff. Actually, I do know what's in here. We got soy, we got some sugar, soybeans, tomato, peanuts, peanut oil, garlic, oyster sauce. Miss Brenda, can you hear me okay? Let's see. She's still with us?
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Oh no, I was just saying, I was asking if Miss Brenda was still with us, but I don't think she is. Yeah, I was telling you all the things that's in this pad thai sauce. The pad thai sauce is everything. So good. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, and it has tamarind. It has tamarind in it, onions. It's got the soy sauce, all those good stuff in there. So when you're all done, you could plate it up and put your chop up some more green onions, and the lime, we're gonna put it on the side. And Alicia, we're gonna I think you'll be able to catch up. Did you have your vegetables cut up already? don't know if you guys are ready to show your plates. Oh. So Alicia, for yours, do the saute your onions, garlic, and your tofu in the pan, and then let your tofu get brown, and then you'll add in your vegetables. Add in all your broccoli, your carrots.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And after you let that kind of saute for a little bit, then you add in the noodles and everything else, which is the noodles and the green onions and your pad thai sauce. So let me know as you go if you need any help.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna cut the green onion for us to garnish it on the top. And don't forget our lime. And for the lime, remember you can roll it. So that's gonna help to release the juices in there. And this is good for like limes and lemons. Yeah. And then just give it a cut it in half. And then kind of like cut it with like a little wedge. Okay, so you got a little wedge here, little wedge. And put your green onions on top. Just like that. Like that, like so. Tabitha Brown says that.
Yeah, I was just saying stuff for Tabitha Brown. my mom loves to watch her and follow her on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's awesome. So really, really cool. All right. And look, I'm gonna get fancy. I'm gonna get my chopsticks. I'm gonna eat it with the chopsticks. All right. Ooh, okay, hold on, D2. I see you over there.
All right, I don't know. This might be inverted, but the person who, like, I don't know if you can really see. This is mine right here, and then this is D2's.
Hey, you know I gotta
Just
be
like I don't want no confusion. No, I'm just like
No confusion. That looks so good.
Honestly, I'm gonna try the tofu.
You're trying the tofu, okay? What do you think?
Okay, now the tofu just tastes like jelly.
Yeah, it's really soft. It's really soft and but if you like I was telling you guys to like get crispy, the longer you leave it, the crispier it'll get.
Where?
No.
It's very confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, I'm not gonna eat the tofu part.
So it's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. Because the thing is, like, when you do this, if you want the tofu to be really crispy, you can, put it. You could put in and let it kind of rest for a really long time, so it gets that really good crispy edge. So it's just totally up to you. Totally up to you how you want to do it.
I'm gonna do my taste test. Overall,
All right.
you tasting
Do you
the
have any?
holy.
That's smoking.
You guys come in.
Hot.
Mm-hmm. What does that taste like, Kennedy? I know, too much, Kennedy. Too much in your mouth at the same time.
You baby.
It's good. It's just really hot.
All that stuff out that bag.
Yeah. So the thing is, you got to use your blowers. That's your mouth. You got to use don't grab up too much at the same time. And then grab up a little bit. You know what to do. And let it cool down a little bit. I don't know about you guys. I love my food hot. Hot off the stove. Woo, ooh, ooh. Yeah. The camera. Ooh, Kayla. Okay, I see you. Come through. Make sure you guys take a picture, please.
Where do we send the pictures again?
Wow, that looks so amazing. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Miss Christelle?
Yes.
Miss Christelle?
Uh-huh.
Where do we put the pictures when we're done taking the picture?
You can send them to the Wooten phone. Send them to the office phone.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, so I'll see all of your beautiful creations. Yeah. Yes, you guys. This is so okay. I know some people are eating, so tell me what it tastes like. How are you liking your pad thai? And then Alicia, let me know how you're coming along.
Okay.
Woohoo. Yeah. Woohoo. And you know, when you're working in the kitchen, that's your workout, that's your steam. Your face gonna get a nice steam and stuff. All that. Thank you for sharing with us, Kayla. That looks so amazing.
Miss Christelle, what's tamarind sauce?
So tamarind sauce is it's like tamarind is it'd be a fruit. What's on a tree? I guess it kind of would fall into the category of a fruit.
Oh, you're talking. Oh yeah, I know.
Like,
I know.
So in Hispanic culture, or so that's where I'm from, we call it tamarind.
Yeah.
In Hispanic culture, they call it tamarindo.
Yeah.
So tamarind paste is actually what they is what you use in the pad thai. So the tamarind paste with I think I put on the menu there like if you
it wasn't on the list. I didn't get it.
Huh?
It wasn't on the ingredients list. I didn't get it.
Oh, the well, remember the pad thai sauce that you bought has everything already in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why I put for you guys to get that pad thai sauce, because I knew it was gonna be good, and I knew you didn't have to worry about all the different. But I did put down here, if someone has a peanut allergy, it does have it where you do the tamarind paste, maple syrup, soy sauce, and Thai chili pepper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can do that, those ingredients to make your pad Thai sauce too, minus the peanuts. But in this one, it does have the peanuts in it. Is anybody allergic to peanuts?
No.
No. Okay.
I understand my little cousin's allergic to citrus.
Okay. You said your cousin is allergic to citrus?
Yeah, so she can't have mine.
Okay. Yeah. You gotta practice your chopstick eating skills, you guys. Oh yeah, this is so good. Make you wanna do a dance. Make you wanna do a dance. I know, Kayla, looks like day and night over there with you. So you guys, we're celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So guess where we're gonna go next week?
Asia?
Well, this is Asia.
China?
No, not China. Any other guesses?
South Korea?
Come on. Who said that?
Oh, I guessed it? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to South Korea. And I'm finalizing the menu, but we're gonna make it's called mandu, which is dumplings. Have you guys ever had that?
Oh, I was gonna say Mountain Dew. The gangster drink.
Not Mountain Dew, the canned soda. Mandu, which are dumplings. So you can either steam them or you can fry them. So I'll send you guys the menu so you'll know exactly what we're doing. But we're going to be going to South Korea. And after South Korea, then we're going to go to the Philippines.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we have, after this class, we have two more weeks of this semester. So yeah. Yes, Kayla.
I wanted to ask if we can make a dessert from Pennsylvania.
Ooh, what's the dessert from Pennsylvania? You know what? I was looking at the you talked about the
Beignets.
the beignets. The beignets from New Orleans. And beignets. So the thing about beignets though, if we're gonna make them, we have to make the dough ahead of time because it has to rest for like 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
So unless so us making a dessert for the last class is not a bad idea. Okay, but what's the dessert from where'd you say, Pennsylvania?
Can you say that again?
What's the dessert you want us to make?
I wanted to try and make funnel cakes. Because I wasn't sure where funnel cakes actually came from, I searched it up and it said Pennsylvania Dutch country.
Ooh. Okay. Can we take a vote? Who would like for us to make funnel cakes on our last day for our dessert? Okay, I got some thumbs up from Kennedy. Okay, hold on, make sure I see all of you. Okay, say aye.
I.
That's a whole lot of ayes. All right, well, let's do it. We can do it.
Oh, we're not gonna do the beignets?
You say if we're gonna do the beignets?
Yes.
So we're not gonna do the beignets. I think we can leave the beignets for another time. Because the beignets need, if we do beignets, we have to let the dough, when you knead it, you gotta let it rest for like 3 or 4 hours. And then you roll it out, you cut it. And because beignets, what they are like, they're donuts. And
my broccoli has like bugs all in it. Like I can't take them out.
wash it really.
I am, but it's like stuck on like the inside. I don't even want to eat it.
Interesting. Well, you don't use it.
It was like, that's such a waste of money.
That's weird.
There's bugs all inside of it. Like the little bug is like sticking on it.
Oh no. Well, use the other. Oh, you guys, well, it's okay. We totally forgot to use the shoots. You two can be a teacher.
Wait, what did you say?
The bean shoots. I mean, not bean shoots, bean sprouts.
Are you guys gonna use it?
Those want to go in here too. So your bean sprouts, your carrots. So Alicia, you still have a lot of good vegetables to put in there. Your carrots, your bean sprouts, your
I have some frozen broccoli, but I just don't want to throw away this broccoli because there's bugs.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because I mean, there should be dirt in there, but not the bugs though. The bugs shouldn't be in there.
Yeah, I know.
And like, how you trying to wash them out and still not come? Yeah, maybe just discard it.
Oh, and I just cut. Oh, whether can I still return it? Like, I can still return it even though I cut it out.
What'd you say?
You can still return it even though I cut it up.
That's a good